Previously on Metaphor ReFantazio.
Even moving at such speed, looks like I can still catch fish. No idea how that works.
And now back to Shin Megami Hacker Persona Overlord. Full body HD remaster. Hello! It's NicoB! Back with some more Metaphor ReFantazio. When we last left off, we meet with Juna's non-biological sister, Rella, the saint of the church, to have her check out the curse that we got. And bad news, guys, that this isn't actually the curse. This is just like a copy of the curse, or like a very cursory glance of the curse. And we can't really do anything with it, like at all. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Back to square one again. Guess we gotta try to kill Luis after all. How are we gonna do that? I don't know. Let's just keep working with him until we get a chance. And what do you know? The next task by Forden has been set, and we have to go on basically a crusade and steal up all those freaking artifacts from those dirty dank pagans, which the mustari guy in the group is like, the fuck? But of course, we're gonna try not to do that if we can, but Luis tasked us with getting an artifact by the name of Drakidios, which apparently is a mystical lance that is, definitely not gonna be given to us. But we can try, right? So we're off to the Virga Islands. And oh yeah, our land runner is a boat now. Good one, Nurez. But unfortunately, Ding Dong and Doodly here are forced to escort us because they don't trust us. What? What, you don't trust us? That doesn't make any sense, you stupid shitheads. My story was completely flawless. I was on the ship taking a giant poop and Glodell fell on his sword and killed himself. It was just that simple. But this leads into a run-in with a big old sea creature, which means the team had to work together. By which I mean Basilio and Fidel Castro run off and beat something up to the side while we actually beat the boss. But maybe they're starting to trust us now after kicking this thing's ass and doing this together. Maybe. Enough to where at least Fidel gave me a nice little doodad. You love me down, don't you? If I'll fucking kill you in your sleep. He definitely loves me. But yeah, it was sweet. I'm really enjoying the, I actually having them on the ship here with us. And it does actually make me think that maybe they will end up being like our, remaining party members. Like the two of them. Because I am actually missing here. I haven't gotten Juna added here, but she's obviously going to be this one. And then I have two more, which leads me to believe that those could be my two remaining party members. Assuming they are party members. I don't know. I mean, I assume I'm going to get at least one more party member, just because it would be weird to have like 5. But just the way this is set up, right? Because clearly we have 3 after our current ones, and my party is going in order. It does seem like it's very possible that these 3 are party members, because nobody else is down here. But anyway, last episode, LO3800 said, so in regards to what I was saying about Alonzo and that I don't know if he'd recognize a real truly good person. They said, I'd like to counter your sentence here. Alonzo wouldn't believe this kind of genuine, honest people exist. He would actually believe a person like Bizzle exists because he already had someone like this in his life. Well, once had, and it's his mom. Remember, in his second rank, he told you what kind of mother she was. That's a good point. That's a good point. You're right. He did know one good person in the world, right? And that he knew very, very well. So maybe my argument makes sense if he had always lived that life and never had met anyone trustworthy, but the fact that he did shows that, yeah, he probably would be able to recognize someone maybe truly like his mom in that way. So you know what? That's a good fucking argument. I think I feel a lot more convinced about what you guys have said about Alonzo here, which I appreciate. I feel like I'm not giving this the credit maybe it deserves, and I'm trying to wrap my head around it, but being able to break it down here and sort of see how it does make sense and it's fine was very helpful. So Elo, thank you so much for your incredibly strong argument for Alonzo. And it's that reason you are comment of the day. By the way, you guys did mention that the things that are on the map, which I don't even know if I can actually look at here. Yeah, I actually can't look at it. Those little marks I was looking at, I was like, what are these little I thought it was like a weather symbol or something. No, those are actually the spots where you can uncover scenic things to look at. That Neuros will draw into a picture and then you can give to Maria. Ah, I see. I didn't realize you could actually see those on the map before uncovering them. Funny enough. Also, you guys mentioned, there is actually one cutscene I did not see, which we're gonna go do real quick. Another character that I can actually have a cutscene with. And it's Miss Gallica. In order to see hers, though, I actually have to talk to her. Yeah, here we go. Damn, I did not realize this.
The soft undulating sound of waves is just so tranquil. Did you want to talk about something? Oh, come on, I wasn't gonna snap you, buzz off or anything.
Okay then.
Come on, let's go to the special sitting spot like always. Think of the ocean view.
All right, we've done everybody else's. We should see hers too.
Stuff feels so nice, doesn't it? The sea feels way different from yesterday. I don't think we'll be seeing any of those monsters.
That reminds me.
There's a rumor about a tribe of fish people living out here, but it's probably just that monster.
Tribe of fish people?
Hold on.
You mean tribe of fish people?
Like a village of walking fish. Or something like that. I think it's just some tall tale, but it's intriguing, isn't it?
Maybe it's like that fucking, like, reverse merman that I came across before that, like, dodged all my attacks and was a piece of shit.
With the sea, I really feel anything can happen. The depth, the waves, the tidal currents. It's just swimming with mysteries.
Past swimming.
I mean, for sure it's chock full of all these unknown creatures, you know?
Yeah, probably. It sounds delightful.
Thanks.
Thanks for not making fun of me for what I just said. Often we fairies get treated like mere superstitions too. It's because we hide ourselves so we're not found. Sometimes it feels like we're outsiders. Like everyone totally forgets we exist. It's not like I want a special treatment or anything. I just want people to see me as me. But I'm grateful because you do. That's why I'm able to resist thinking of things like I'm so small and insignificant.
You're not insignificant. You are small. You're being surprisingly honest.
It'll be fine.
You're not insignificant at all, Gallica.
Yep.
I know. And what I'm bearing's bigger than any of those doubters out there, right?
Hey there.
Here, get out of this. Just like I picked up on the deck this morning.
Isn't that like as big as your whole body?
Don't worry about it. Those fish people, their scales are supposed to be a rainbow. With this, maybe we can still believe that they aren't just superstition. Probably give her the monster, but pretty things are pretty. Seems like a mother. Everyone's mother. It's the place we were all born. So sure still got more miracles hiding. It's getting dark.
Let's call
I
it.
think Nurse is looking for a place we can camp out. Let's get ready too.
Oh, that was cute. Very cute. Okay, so one other thing guys brought up to me. So apparently the next dungeon is generally better to tackle early because apparently there is a major gameplay mechanic that you unlock only after beating it. And it's apparently something very, very useful. But you have to beat the main dungeon first. However, the main dungeon, this next area is apparently like the longest so far, and maybe even the longest in the entire game. So it's like trying to tackle it probably in one episode is not going to be doable. And it's also probably going to be pretty tough just because of, MP concerns and shit. But thank you. I actually really appreciate that heads up. It feels like this game kind of flops back and forth about whether it wants you to tackle a dungeon early or not. And I did see a number of you say apparently that like, yeah, I actually didn't tackle the main dungeon early and sort of saved it for last and ended up kind of regretting it later. So this just gives me an idea and I can sort of plan ahead in that way. Because I do feel like I have just been like not reading what the game wants me to do correctly and just have been leaving myself more and more confused. Which to be fair, like I said before, I think this is more of a me problem. I'm not really holding it against the game. Because I feel pretty much like it's like the only one that really was having these issues. But at least I'll know too that this is not a dungeon that's going to be like necessarily easy to complete in one sitting. By the way, I have had some of you bring up too, like, Nico, do you plan to like increase the difficulty of the game to like, because I've been staying on normal for the whole thing. At this point, I don't think I will. I mean, I guess I could if I truly get to the point where I feel like this is just getting way too easy. But to be honest, I really haven't felt that way. The difficulty of this game has felt pretty balanced. Like it actually does feel harder than, actually, yeah, definitely harder than like a normal on Persona, right? The thing with Persona is that about like a third of the way into the game starts to become really easy, like very quickly, just as you start getting more party members and more moves. And that has not really been the case here. I think I'm getting at least too close to or have reached about the halfway point of this game. And it doesn't feel like that to me. I mean, sometimes there'll be a few fights that don't go too badly, right? But I still feel at times like, no, these guys can just kill me. I've actually had quite a few moments where the game was very close to killing me. Like even that last fish fight, there's some moments where I'm like, oh fuck, this isn't looking good. And honestly, I don't know if I want to add the additional headache of a harder difficulty on this, when these recordings are already getting huge and massive in terms of like, you know, going through a dungeon and having to cut everything out. Because this is a 4K, these have been 4K, 60 FPS, like footage episodes. And like the video file size of these are already like fucking massive. And I don't know if it's because of all these fucking particles everywhere, but it's actually been like way bigger than even Persona 3 was. Like a lot. I think it's a combination of that and the fact that this game has a more varied color palette. Persona 3 had like this kind of general like blueness or like this look about it that kind of, I would say, was more toned down, but this game is a bit more saturated, at least in certain areas. Some of the towns can be a bit dank, but it's kind of what I like about this game, right? It's the art style of the game. But regardless, these file sizes get huge. So if I can just like not, you know, add in me, you know, dying a bunch more times and stuff like that, and then making these files even bigger, which I have to set aside to edit. It's like, yeah, you know, I think I might just keep it a normal. So it doesn't take me like 5 hours to get through a dungeon now, and a lot of that's gonna get cut out anyway. But like I said, if it ends up really getting to a point where I just feel like I'm just not even thinking about it anymore, then sure. But that really has not been the case. This game is way harder than any Persona game that I've played, at least at the point in the game that I'm at. Probably not as hard as a Shin Megami Tensei game, because those games I know can be fucking brutal. I'd say this game is like somewhere in between a Persona difficulty and a Shin Megami Tensei difficulty. Okay, so we can hang out with my pals here, get some more imagination. That is on its way to level 4. Hey, for ding dong doodly.
We'll be hitting Virga Island tomorrow, yeah? You say you want to be useful to Count Luis? Well, you better put in the work. And remember, we'll be watching.
Oh, by the way, you guys said that Juna does not have an Irish accent. You guys said she has a West Country accent, which is apparently heard in the southwest of England. Gotcha. Yeah, it's like, somehow I had a feeling it wasn't actually Irish. It's cute. I like it. It's got like a little bit of a twang to it. So with a coat off.
Don't much like the sea at night. There's no knowing which ways the waves are coming from. When I think about accidentally falling in.
I like this cat over here. There's this cat. He looks like he got like a little mustache, but I feel like I never really see him at all. Like, where is he? Where is he most of the time? Is he just hanging out in the cockpit? I want to see Mr. Monopoly Man Kitty. There's Nurse hanging down here.
This poor old girl certainly has run a grueling gauntlet. I'll have to be gentle nursing her back to health.
Nurse, where's your kitty at? Where you keep him? Monopoly Kitty, where are you? All right, I was hanging with Juna.
Oh, Citizen Bizzle. I'm so bored. If I'm just not in the mood to sing, it sure would be nice to have someone to talk to.
Let's recall the past. You just joined the team, so let's chat it up. By the way, you guys mentioned, no, this is not Jeremy Lee, the voice actress behind Makoto. I had a feeling it probably wasn't. It seemed like it might have been her putting on an accent, but I don't know. I feel like sometimes I'll hear people be like, oh, that's Yuri, or like this like famous actor or something, and it's like, no, it actually isn't. But damn, they probably could do a really good impression of them if they wanted to.
So now we have to find the Mustari tribe's divine relic. Isn't that fabulous? Calling this as an absurd demand would be an understatement. But I must admit, if we can't handle this, then Luis will never acknowledge us. We absolutely must succeed.
Let's do this. We could do it with you. Can't shake my doubts.
Yeah.
As long as you're with us, we can do it.
But
Oh, of course, but don't forget, we're also relying on you to lead. You better do right by us. I'm just happy to have this opportunity to fight alongside you. Living under Luis's foot was a lonely place to be, you know? I've held my ground thus far, though if I'm honest, I was scared the whole time. I had to talk myself into keeping a stiff upper lip, so to say. But being past that, I feel more hope than I ever have. I'm not alone anymore, and I have faith that we'll save the prince.
Imagination increases. I talk with Juna. Things to come.
all right.
Huzzah! Holy shit! Well, that was a lot of imagination. Oh my god. Damn! That was a lot of imagination. Was that 6?
Staying at play is terrible for your skin, but seeing as we're already at it, why don't we chat a bit longer?
I think you guys mentioned to me. So the way the royal virtue stuff works in this game, is that you get more points the further you are in the game. Like he'll just like things and events depending on what town you're in will just give you more points the later you are. Which I guess makes sense because that essentially means that if you're like behind on a social stat, by like the end of the game, you can get it caught up pretty quickly. And I assume it also means that you probably need more EXP to be able to like level up specific stats. At least I would think so. But I see. Okay, that's not a call. We're constantly moving forward, unlike Persona, right? We're not like in one location all the time. So we may not always have the same reliable things to have. Well, actually, no, I guess technically we still do. It's just different places. But yeah, so I think it's actually probably a good way to go about it. God, Juna's hair is so fucking huge. Looks like she's like got a big dollop of butter on her head and it's just kind of like hanging down. Big old doodly dollop of butter. Call her Butterhead. I don't think she liked that though.
Luis has sent an emissary to Virga Island.
Oh.
As reported by a crier, it's the Elder boy who brought Joanna to the judging.
That dirty Elder boy!
So he stands with Luis then. No doubt he seeks Dracodias.
A gambit to steal the public's gaze, perhaps. Taking a prize from the only land beyond the church's reach.
Oh. Is that the idea behind it? Why is this beyond the church's reach? Couldn't they just go there and kick their ass anyway?
Laughable. The reason we leave those barbarians alone is that we've nothing to gain from them.
What do you mean you nothing to gain with us? You just talk about the Dracodias thing.
Your Eminence?
Merely a passing thought.
Let him chase the lands. It changes nothing. With the dawn of Saints' Day, your Eminence's authority will be unshakable as the mountains.
As long as we tell the public that these divine relics truly originated in Sanctism, yes, that should do. The candidates gathered at the Saints' Day festival will be under the protection of the King's magic. Some of them may use that as a shield to sow violence and discord.
Yeah, this guy, Fortnite's just proven he really is just a piece of shit, right? Like, really just using the theology against the people to manipulate the people into believing whatever the hell he wants. I think this is what makes this game so captivating, right? Is that it's not just like, well, here's Luis and he's just one big evil shithead and everyone else is great. It's just Luis. It's like, no, the world is full of a bunch of pretty shitty leaders and people who are trying to manipulate the system to their bidding. And then we're out here, you know, trying our best to actually help the people. It's just that all these guys are kind of garbage.
I am aware, Your Eminence. Please, leave everything to your humble servant.
I'm gonna kick a dude's ass at some point, I'm calling it. I'm gonna fucking toast that dude. Send him to Gehenna. And so, a long sojourn at sea will come to an end today. We shall arrive around noontime, but we must make preparations to berth beforehand.
Seems like the weather will be hot and humid. I'd like to hope we could just pop in and grab the lance and pop right back out.
Well, according to the penguins, that shouldn't happen. I'd be lying if I said I didn't wish the same. But we best prepare for a long stay. This island is infamously insular and closed off. Our welcome will not be a warm one.
Then,
Maybe I should take a nice cold shower before we arrive. We don't know if there'll be real inns for us to stay in.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Narrowly escaping the threat of the sea monster, the party rides the currents of the inland sea to their destination, Virga Island.
Virga
is a word given to the island by the mainland, meaning uncivilized. But its inhabitants give this name no purchase. Put another way, we are trespassers from a country that has unilaterally regarded the islanders as heretics. To forget this is to invite pointless conflict, as though it knows it is unwelcome. The gauntlet runner glides silently onto the island's less populated rear shore.
Gotta slide into those DMs. Oh, it's so dank.
I can't take this heat. It's enough to cook a man alive.
Take your fucking jacket off, Stroll. No, it's part of my whole look here. Right? I can't change now.
All my ear fur is stuck together.
do we really have to go this way? There is a beautiful beach just over there.
Chin up now, milady. Easy to get a good backstab when you're coming up behind him, see?
There will be no stabbing, back or otherwise. Honestly.
Please do not genocide an entire people, Basilio.
No, but I want to. It's for Lord Luis.
It's at least true that coming at them head on would only alarm them. First, we need to find out where this lance is.
You
can bet the runner won't be spotted here, eh? Got the wide ocean on all sides.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how we're gonna go about this. That doesn't result in us having to, like, break in, murder a bunch of people, and steal it.
The old girl's not exactly unscathed from the beastie's clutches, so I'll stay back for a spot of repairs. Good luck on the lance hunt, what?
Unless it's like, they're like, you can get the lance, but first you must, you know, have a test of endurance by going through the longest dungeon in the game. And then you must battle the Rancor.
Who's there? Are you from the outside?
Oh, God. Voices in my head are back. Ah!
What's wrong?
Heard a voice in my imagination. Ha! Very funny, Gallica.
Very funny, Gallica.
I didn't tell any jokes, I think.
I think.
All that salt air gets your head. Our chances out here already aren't looking too good.
Shut up, Fiducio.
So, how do we find this lance?
Ideally, we blend in with the locals, gather information. But if they really are all mustari, that might be a bit tricky. Let's see. To start with, we could try staying hidden and observing the village from afar.
Hiding in the bushes.
Sounds like a right hassle. How many days would you have us playing hide and seek?
Fair point. How long can we actually stay on this island?
Well, given the deadline for arriving in Altbury, it would be best to get the lance and leave by September the 5th.
Okay. Our deadline has been acquired.
The sooner we're out of here, the better. Let's go.
Nice little walk.
Hey, does this place look familiar to you?
Well, we're back to the front of the ship, so maybe a little bit.
We may be a bit lost.
You're kidding! We can't afford to get lost on some godforsaken island! This is a disaster! Oh, I'm sweating through my outfit. And these weird bugs. I've had enough!
What I give for a snack and a cold tub to dunk me head in.
I think I'm gonna go over there and eat that little white thing over there with, looks like a little donut.
Excuse me, that is me. I am not a donut. I prefer not to be eaten.
Need you voice every little complaint. You are not the only ones enduring this trek.
Quiet a moment. Running water nearby. Sounds like an open space. Could be a natural spring of some kind.
What? Really? Let's head that way.
Phew. I suppose we might as well if we're lost.
Whoa!
Ooh, cutscene. There's a lot of cutscenes in this game,
It's drinkable.
which I like.
Much clearer than the capital's water, too.
Oh, brilliant. I could use a dip to get the salt off me.
There's like mutant fish in there.
Who are you? Can you hear me? Then surely you must be a messenger of the dragon god.
Is something amiss? I'm imagining things.
Could it be a villager?
You must be the...
Priestess!
Uh-oh.
Hey, Del. Let's go.
Mainlanders! You're not of this island!
Wait, listen!
Yes, we are. I just let my tin can home. Come on. I feel like Gallica would be small enough to just go through the holes of that net. I'm just saying.
Behave yourselves. Now, you're a candidate for the throne, are you not?
Hey, just asking, who is that three-eyed cutie? In the water. Just want to know. Can I get her number?
He had to steal Dracodias, no doubt. And not content with that, you befouled the priestess's cleansing pool.
Oh, God, sorry. Was that... She using that? My bad.
We need hear nothing further. You shall all be executed.
Ah, fuck.
Fastest trial I've had.
Well, we had a good run, I guess.
Calm down. First off, you can't kill a candidate. Have you not heard of the king's magic?
Yeah, your stuff will just bounce off me, and then you'll get chained up, and then you'll die.
You beg for your life in vain, wretch.
We don't watch the news. We don't watch Fox News.
Hail, I'm told the priestess is ready.
Accept your fate. You're not getting out either way.
Okay, bye.
What do we do now?
I guess die.
It seems the brothers have fled. Perhaps they've gone to report to Neros.
I doubt it. Those thugs are here for the lance alone. They care nothing for us.
We can work with that. Can't return without the lance anyway. But I'd rather see if we can break ourselves out instead of counting on them to save us.
Yeah, I think that they're gonna try to come save us. Because now Fidel owes me, right?
By the way, anyone else find it strange that they recognized a candidate at a glance? I wasn't expecting news to travel this far.
Probably my fault, I'm afraid. They had a lot of questions, and they weren't gentle about asking.
Oh! Batlin?
Well, fancy meeting you here.
What the fuck? Wow, did you beat us here? You're the crier. What did you do this time?
What did you do this time?
Oh, you wound me, sir. I was hoping the word of the crown theocracy might be worth something here. Turns out, they prefer chains to questions.
But why are you here?
Why else? I heard some helpless, boneheaded twit of a candidate cross the waters to Virga Island, so I naturally had to follow. I'd thought stowing away on that Mustari candidate ship might get me safely on the island, and, well...
And now who's the helpless twit? This is ridiculous! Why would a crier go to such lengths anyway?
Seemed as good an opportunity as any. I wanted a peek behind the Sanctus curtain, see what the truth really is. For now, we may as well be patient. You'll have your opening soon enough. The people here, well, you'll find they aren't as monolithic as they'd like.
Huh. Ballin's interesting. He's definitely got his own motivations.
Have you heard? The Sanctus Church has ordered its adherents to seize all divine relics.
Those zealots go too far. Surely this must be the reason for the Dragon God's wrath.
I won't have those steal my pothead! Nothing but my pothead!
Don't be alarmed, everyone.
Whoa.
Please remain calm.
Holy dumb shit, he's hot as fuck, boy. Whoa. Why do you put that thing on your head, brother? You should keep those gorgeous fucking features out at all times. God damn, he looks like, really looks like almost looks like a fucking Naruto character with his fucking color palette. Actually, it looks like, yeah, it looks like it's like Naruto's color palette here. And it's a big old crazy bushy brows.
Master Adeni, there are trespassers upon our island from ships other than the trade vessels, but we have already captured them. Reportedly, one is a candidate and one is a crier from the Sanctus Church. They seek Dracodios, the lance of the Dragon God.
Yeah, we talked before. We're friends, right?
Until now, the Church has hesitated to intrude in our homeland. We can only assume they are making their move.
I knew it. They think they're untouchable. No offense is beneath them.
That damned Borden. He's not just after our relics. He would silence us forever.
Master Adeni, put them to death! Let us see justice served!
Kill them all! Kill them all!
Wait! Our captives have done nothing to hurt any of the islanders.
Why do you hesitate? If they would pervert our dearest beliefs, then they deserve only to be sacrificed. Our livestock are all maddened by disease. Our seas are infested with grotesque horrors.
Grotesque.
And now, even our fields lie dead and fallow. The Dragon God must be appeased, else we shall never survive his wrath. It has been our way since time immemorial. When disaster strikes, we offer a sacrifice to the Dragon God that he might ease our woes. It is the most basic of our teachings.
Everyone calm down. All this talk of justice, of sacrifice.
Master Adeni, Would you see us repeat the tragedy of the past?
Just offer up a goddamn virgin sacrifice to our dragon god and he'll come down here and nuke everybody for us. That's what he does.
With all respect, you abandoned your chase for the throne. You returned to your rightful home. Surely you have accepted that our traditions are the only way.
Hey, look, I've decided I'm not putting the big rook on my head anymore, okay, guys?
Because of your indecision. Because you faltered in your faith to the dragon god, your father and mother both.
I will have silence.
Oh, they said.
Master Adeni, please, the sacrifice. We cannot simply suffer in silence.
My brother, do not fear.
Ooh, it's the cute girl from before.
I've just purified myself at the spring. I'm ready to serve as our people's sacrifice.
No! You're too cute to be sacrificed. Holy shit, she is. She's the cutest. Oh, hell. Oh, my goodness. She's got little braids. Oh, my God. And she's got like a little round bang haircut. She's the cutest 3-eyed girl I've ever seen.
Yufa.
I am a priestess. I have known from birth that my life's greatest impact would be as an offering to the dragon god. Indeed, it brings me great pride. I can serve my village in a way the priestesses in times of peace could not. If our island might be saved, I will gladly give my life for it.
Oh, bless you, Priestess Yufa. We will not forget your sacrifice.
This will surely appease the dragon god. You are our last hope. Priestess Yufa, our salvation, our future.
What's the dragon guy gonna do again? Nuke us? Nuke everybody else? Just do your taxes? What's he gonna do?
Prepare the ship. I will accompany her to the altar in the Dragon Temple, where Draco Dios rests.
Okay, he just kind of was like, sure, that sounds like a great idea.
You catch that? The Dragon Temple. Sounds like that's where we'll find our lads.
Did he say that? Were they related? Yeah, brother.
I did a bit of reading on Virga Island once. Army reports say it's surrounded by an archipelago, otherwise uninhabited. And one of them islands is nothing but a massive temple.
Not another soul on them. Strange lot, these pagans. Gotta be bloody stupid to build your big important temple out where nobody can get to it.
Could be. Or maybe they weren't the ones who built it. Either way, we'll need a ship.
Sounds like we better hurry and bail our new crewmates out. All this stink in the square probably means less guards on duty.
Ugh.
Come on, Del, we can't leave him high and dry. The fair lady Juna likes him, don't she?
And the fair lady's the only one we have to rescue.
Or else could fucking die. Dude, I saved you, Fidelio. I could have left you to fucking demon. Do it.
Awful cold, Del.
Not getting attached now, are you? You knew going in they might be our traitors. Look, you want to work together, then let me do the thinking, right? I've got all this under control. Oh.
Hey, Del, you're not still hurting from the sea battle, are you?
I'm fine. We'll wait till nightfall. Shadowy business, all this.
Fidelio doesn't look like he can fight at all. I'm just gonna say right now, okay?
Lady Juna. Let's get those bindings off. Easy does it now.
What the? Oh, hi.
Calm down, you amateurs.
What? We didn't say anything. We just all made exclamation points appear above our head. Chill.
Oh, thanks. I'd hoped you'd come back for us.
He leaves our stupid asses all tied up. Well, see y'all later.
We know where the lance is. Let's move.
Wait, aren't you going to untie the others?
We're your bodyguards, not theirs.
Not theirs.
What? Since when do you follow orders to the letter?
I've already told you we can't trust these people, and now it's clear we can't even trust them to protect you.
He did a fine enough job saving your life out at sea.
Yeah.
Del.
He's one of us now. Lord Luis gave him direct personal orders, and you'd still leave him to die.
Hell yeah, I would.
I promised Lord Luis I'd keep an eye on him too. If you get him killed, I'm the one who's failed.
Hear, hear. 3 appropriately stealthy cheers for cooperation. And I'd be very much obliged if some generous spirit could get me untied too.
Also, please save me!
Ugh, better to let a church leech rot. You're annoying, and you talk too much.
Annoying.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Funny thing though, I get more chatty the more distress I'm in, and I'm quite beside myself here.
We could just shut him up permanently.
No, Del. We don't want to leave a mess. If things get dicey, we've got some meat shields at the least, eh? Gonna need all the manpower we can get if we want that lance.
Is the lance somewhere dangerous?
Well, about that. Turns out this dragon god might be a bit more real than we thought. And more bent out of shape.
They're sacrificing some village lass to it, and the crowd was scared stiff besides. We can't rule out that this dragon's more than a folktale.
So we're to face a dragon? Well, that's just lovely. Untie everyone this instant. Or do you fancy better chances with fewer swords?
Oh, fine, I get it. Just give me a second. Oi, kid. Don't make me regret this.
Bitch, you fucking... You're paying me back for me saving you! You won't. We make such a great team. I'll make sure you do! I almost want to say that. Fuck it.
You pull your weight or I'll make sure you do.
Oh, forget it. Seems being captured don't make you less a wise ass.
Fucking say that shit.
Fine, just get over here and I'll let you loose. Oh, you're going last. Considering the size of the island, there's only the one settlement. The chief's young, too, goes by Edeni or something.
Oh, they've got Denny's here? That's awesome.
Edeni? Was he not the Mustari candidate we met before? I'd no idea he was this island's ruler.
He and the sacrificial maiden are headed for the temple on one of the deserted islands. That's where we find the lance. Oh, and the girl marked for death is his sister.
Yeah, he seemed very just kind of casual about like, all right, sure.
His own sister?
Something about appeasing the dragon god's anger. All these islanders worship it, and they say the calamities come from its fury.
Is that true?
Okay, so by appeasing all the bad things essentially that are happening are because the dragon god is pissed. So they just need to make him feel better, give him a big old fill up his tummy with a pretty girl, and then he's just gonna be all happy and hunky-dory and everything will be good.
Course not. Just don't know whether all this superstition is rooted around an actual dragon or a made-up one.
We fought a dragon before.
Fair point. I'm curious about this Draco Dios being a divine relic myself. If it was found in that temple, then the temple's probably an ancient ruin. Might be the perfect den for a dragon.
Should this creature exist, mortal sacrifice is beyond all reason. No torment is worth taking an innocent life for.
Oh, that's rich from a fallen knight. You think nobody makes sacrifices out there in the real world? Or is all that below you, eh? You ask me, I say at least these people are doing what needs to be done.
Huh, fair enough. Though it would seem beyond the pale, it is not our scale of morality that measures them.
Yet I refuse to stand idly by while innocent lives are at stake.
Who cares about what they do with their lives? We're here for the lance. Got enough problems without you trying to fix theirs.
These people offer up their very lives for peace. They'd only ever told me these lands were wild and uncivilized, but it's like seeing sanctism reflected in a mirror. We'll get the spear, of course, but we won't let anyone die. That should be good enough. We've been saying it since the beginning. We help anyone in need, no exceptions. Right?
Bizzle?
My friend?
Yeah, of course.
That settles it.
Indeed. 'Tis the path we've chosen. Let us withdraw to the Sea Runner first. It shall bear us across the waters to this temple island.
Go on. Give them a chance.
It's like, no. I want you to be pissed. Uh-oh.
Please, help my sister.
Why did you put the rook back on?
Wait, he's...
Please help my sister Yufa. The temple full of Magla.
Pull yourself together, man. He's barely breathing.
Did he just say Magla? I wonder what happened.
We need to get him to the Gauntlet Runner. No, 'tis too deep a wound for its capabilities. To the village, then.
What, are you mad? You just broke yourselves out of that damned place.
Hell yeah, we did. Now we're going back. Let's go, Fidelio.
We cannot leave him to die.
I don't understand you lot.
I don't fucking understand. Why do you guys...
No, this could work out for us. He's the island's chief, right? If we save his life, the whole village might come around on us.
What are you talking about? We already know where the lance is. All we have to do now is take it.
And how about this? I'll follow him because I'm assigned to keep an eye on him. And you have to keep an eye on me. Because you're my bodyguards, right?
Fine. Be my guest. But if it comes down to you or the lance, you know I'll have to take the lance. Whatever happens, I can't trust anyone but my family. And my Lord Luis.
Well, Batlin, looks like you'll have to repay the favor a bit earlier than expected. Go tell Neurus what's going on. To be honest, it's possible we won't make it back.
Getting a bit messy, this. Not that I mind. Consider the favor returned. The Gauntlet Runner's just further down, right?
Right. We'll carry this man back to the village. Give me a hand.
Just drag him along by his big rook head. Man got some crazy pants.
Where am I?
Chief!
I'm still alive.
You're in one of my spare rooms at the inn.
You see, these people brought you here.
Wonders never cease.
Hi.
It's you. But you were being hunted. How did you manage to return safely?
2 of my companions acted as decoys to draw the soldiers away. That was all it took for us to sneak in.
Chief, what happened? Where is your sister?
We made it to the temple, but the air was thick with Magla. Some of the island's beasts have turned feral.
You mean the melancholia set in?
They made short work of our guards. Yufa and I were separated. I was the only one who fled to the sea.
My word. Then we need to gather more troops. If we don't act, the ritual...
No. Our soldiers cannot stand against those horrors. We'd only be sending more to their deaths.
But...
Then we can do the honors. We've our own reasons to see the lance, and such monsters do not frighten us. But there's something I need to ask you first. Assuming we find your sister, what would you have us do with her?
Kick her ass for the dragon god.
Are we ensuring you complete the sacrificial ritual? Or are we bringing her back?
Please, bring her home. When we left for the Temple Island, I'd intended to let Yufa escape. But when I saw no fear or hesitation in her eyes, I faltered. That's when I realized. It's not just the fate of the island that we've placed on her shoulders. She's been trying to bear all our fears and anxieties. Her life is in your hands. Even if her sacrifice would save us, I don't care. Please, save her from the curse we've placed on her.
Well said. Spoken like a true leader. Leave it to us. I pledge we will see her safely returned. You've no objections, I trust, Captain?
No, we will offer her to the dragon god.
It'll be dangerous. No.
Yes. Let's get her back.
Right. We're not in the business of abandoning people.
Right. We'll save your sister. In return, though, would you be willing to lend us Dracodios?
So be it.
Wow, that was easy. I really thought you'd be like, I don't know, man.
What?
That is the very symbol of our faith.
If they've the strength to overcome the Temple's trials, then they could have already taken the lance for themselves. Yet still they seek permission. I trust them. It seems like they really do believe in what they say.
Because everyone here on this island knows that fucking temple is huge. Like, really, 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 really long.
But they're not like us. They're outsiders.
They don't put buckets on their heads!
It doesn't matter what tribe they are. They are people just like us. If the race on the mainland taught me anything, it's that.
Wait, it'll take more than a day to save her, right? Not to be morbid, but will your sister survive that long?
She knows those halls better than I do. If she's found a safe enough chamber, she can stay out of sight. And I made sure to bring food to the temple when we left. She could survive for even 4 weeks.
What?
Yufa is a priestess. She knows her life is too valuable to the ritual not to keep going.
She could survive, funny enough, all the way up to that deadline that you guys have already.
Your offenses will be pardoned. Anything you need, I'll try to provide. So please, save Yufa.
Got you, brother.
Well, glad we talked our way out of being thrown back in a cell. This place is rather cozy, especially compared to a prison.
Yeah, it's like the Swiss Family Robinson.
To be free of the bugs is its own comfort.
Yeah.
Wait, weren't you staying in Broilhaven? What kind of rundown hovels do you board in?
Finally, we may come and go as we please. Even if we must bow to Luis's whim, we need not draw the same ire.
I know, right? But lifting the prince's curse will only be the beginning. The public has to recognize him as the rightful king too.
Considering the road ahead, it might do to help as many people as we can while we hunt the lance. And ideally, keep the other candidates in check too.
All done with negotiations, are you?
I don't know what we'd do without you. It's amazing how you can lead those guards on such a long chase and turn up none the worse for wear.
No one alive can catch a couple of platypus lads in the woods.
Our job's to get the lance. I assume that hasn't changed? Then nothing else matters.
Well then, let's lay out our situation. Our destination is the Dragon Temple, built on a nearby deserted island. Once there, we search the temple for the divine relic, Dracodios. And while we're in there, we'll also be looking for the village priestess, Yufa.
The hell we will. I thought we made it clear we were here for the lance.
According to Edeni, the lance's actual place in the temple is a close-guarded secret, known only to the priestess herself.
Never simple, is it?
We've got 2 problems to worry about. Firstly, by now, the temple's positively awash with melancholia. We should expect monsters, and lots of them. And secondly, there is a possibility that this dragon god of theirs is an actual living, and therefore angry, dragon.
Ever pissed off dragon.
Hope we don't have a battle like that ahead of us. But we'd better make sure we don't lose if we do.
It'll be the exact same dragon that we happened to come across in the mine. Because technically, we did fight him to get past him and get his treasure, but we didn't actually beat him. He just flew away.
And be quick about it, yeah? If you miss your deadline, Lord Luis will assume you're all traitors.
That puts our deadline in 17 days. Beyond that, we can't say if the priestess would survive.
Your pardon? You all, you're going to save Priestess Yufa?
Now we're gonna leave her to die.
Wouldn't have to if you hadn't sent her to die.
Yes, I know. You're exactly right. But you have to understand, not everyone here wanted sacrifice. To see a girl her age going willingly to die. She's as young as my own child. It's not right. So please.
We will see the girl safely home. You have our word.
Tis a strange irony. We came only for the lance, but even that pursuit has earned us a chance to save a life.
Oddly familiar. You sought me intent on capture, and instead convinced me to join you. You have a knack for opening doors others have closed.
Kill him with kindness. That's what I always say.
Well, let's get some rest for tomorrow. Getting lost in the wild and captured by soldiers really takes it out of you.
Yeah, I know, right? Wonder what kind of place the Dragon Temple is.
We gotta prep.
Stock up on what we need on the island first. When you're ready, the Gauntlet Runner is on the eastern beach of the island.
Ooh.
That's the cannon that destroyed our nations! Kill him! Kill him all!
All right then.
Time to explore the island. Oh, they even got the big candidate statue thing here too. Pretty area though. Very colorful. Oh, that's cool. It was like a chanting in the back of the music. Hi there, how's it going? What do you fucking want?
Hey.
Just want to look at the rock, damn it.
Bareface, the more qualified the candidate is. Top 2 candidates, Ford and Luis, are absolutely dominating. Rudolph's face is small, but I think he's in 3rd. So much for a fair fight.
Oh wait, Rudolph's in 3rd now?
Ghost Reggie's dropped a bit. On the other hand, Brella seems to be gradually getting more support.
All right, nowhere near the top. That's interesting. Let's have a look at that. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, you guys did say, so essentially the faces are on there, but you can't see them, right? Because it would be a pain for them to update that all the fucking time, right? So basically you just could only really, us as the player can only see the top 3, but the other ones are supposed to be there. Now we got the inn here, which, with a funny turnstile door. But do they have somebody who sells info? I need to gather some of that now.
What's up?
We got you lot. Wonder if the food here will be to your taste. Tell me about the island. Hey, well, first star of the island is second place, like a holy land. As a matter of fact, Altiberry was once too. But the land was dedicated to the Sanctus Church during its annexation.
There's nothing to be done.
This island became our home. It's just we grew more and more isolated.
What's up?
Does the island interact overseas? You see, there's some aspects of life on the island that don't travel well. Food, the clothes we wear, our masks. Doesn't mean we shun the outside world. Our chief went to the mainland for the tournament, for example. Even so, it's still a rare thing to see a member of other tribes as yourselves visiting from overseas.
What's up?
What's up? Which dish you recommend? It's not so much a dish, but we do have a precious fruit that ripens just once a year. So precious that it's not something you see served in a tavern like that. I don't even know if you're allowed to have any, though missing out on the flavor would be quite the shame. So, do you sell food here? Ooh, Sabera's Sucker. I must have got it from the water monster fight. Frostbite. Haven't come across that yet. Ooh, hey. Golden Beetle. Don't mind if I do. Oh, and another one. Thank you. Try to keep an eye out for any items like this when I've been visiting new towns.
Yes.
It's you. I apologize to place such a heavy burden on visitors. I will be able to join you after my wounds heal a bit more.
Think we'll make it?
Don't push yourself. We'll handle the island for now. Just rest up.
I'm in your debt.
I can send my goods to those who appreciate the value. Perhaps you're among them.
Oh, interesting. I have to have 4 intelligence in order to identify it. I'll have to keep that in mind.
All ready for departure? Time to save the bally damsel in distress, eh?
Hell yeah. Let's go get her.
So this is the Dragon Temple. It's not too far from Virga Island, but we have to consider the currents.
Now then.
How far do I run her then? I have to consider the currents, really. Well, it looks like we're about to pass by a scenic thing here. So we have to go there, but it does look like we can get there within the day. The priestess, you've headed there to be a living sacrifice. Though historically a place of worship for the dragon god, the Magala has allowed monsters to run rampant.
Looks far. How long will it be?
The currents are stable. We'll get there within the day.
You would pursue.
No time to waver. We're prepared.
Let's do it. Capital! I'll be at the temple faster than you can say divine relic.
So we bring the fight to them.
All right, we're off. Let's keep our wits about us.
Away we go. They actually had a bunch of new ingredients in town, so I can actually make some new shit here. For 30 seconds, defeat enemies in the field with a single hit. Ooh. I assume that would then apply to even monsters that I'm already that are stronger than me. Though I probably don't want them to hit me, right? Still, that seems like a really good way to potentially like get a bunch of levels really fast. Heisme time. Okay, I think we've seen all of Heisme's little animations.
We're rather blessed with the amenities in Skullrunner. Let's do some shit, which means time to stamp my feet. I present a taste of my hometown with our finisher noodles. I have no doubt it will make a filling meal. Yeah!
This allows us to kick freaking ass.
That blood you spilled on that heart back there wasn't just for show, you know. Swore fealty to Lord Luis. Sure can't really mean your true heart, but it was a blood oath all the same. If I catch one whiff of you going back on it, well, you've got a lot more blood where that came from. That's how it's to be in this crew, yeah?
Chill, just chill, Fidelio.
This whole sacrifice business doesn't sit right with me either. But remember, we can't afford to get sidetracked. Don't forget, Del and I are always watching.
Yeah, I know.
And if that priestess girl Yufa is alright, hope she's well hidden. If there's really a dragon in there, we need to expect the unexpected. The more research we can do, the better.
Now seems like a good as time as any to go fishing again. All right, let's do the grasshopper bait.
Bring them in for sure. Let's do some fishing. Oh, more time to realize. How do I shake this?
All right, pinch your cheeks. This will work last time.
Ah, look at the hull. All thanks to you.
Brocaded koi. Cool.
Here we go. All right, blah, 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 blah. You know the deal.
Navigating the archipelago's currents north of Virga Island, the Dragon Temple comes into view. It is dedicated to the dragon god, Et. The wind carries the unsettling cries of beasts over the water, ensuring that even reaching the temple will be a trial. The gauntlet runner pulls into the shores of the isolated island amidst surges of sinister magla.
We're here. Maybe the tide was with us this time, but that was a much quicker trip than I thought.
What's up, Del? You seasick?
No, and keep your eyes on them, not me. Don't want them pinching the lance and doing a runner.
You really worry too much, mate. Once you've got doubts in your head, you don't know how to let them go.
That's the Dragon Temple.
Just as I thought. I've seen this exact view in historical art. It's as ancient as ruins come. Perhaps the reason the Sanctus Church doesn't want anyone near the island is that they want whatever's inside to stay buried.
Is Fidelio like really injured or something, or sick or whatever? Because he's not like Winston fell over at one point.
I'd avoid it too if I could. The place looks totally overrun with magla. We're definitely gonna find some monsters in there.
This melancholia aura is most ominous. What is this magic? And from whence is it born? We only ever see it when faced with grave burdens.
Might not be unrelated. We know magic is possible without an igniter. In other words, magla can be controlled by the mind alone.
You venture that it springs from mortal minds?
Hey, you lot about finished? Let's get on with it.
He's right. Let's hurry on. We're off.
You guys actually gonna do something? I can't put you in my party, can I? No. Just Juna. We're just gonna hang out here and complain about being here.
Didn't you ever learn that through the stair? Guess it falls to me to teach you basic manners. Quit gawking and move it. Go head to the temple.
Yeah, he's definitely not doing so good.
Del's come over all peculiar. Maybe it's just me. Any road, send on to the temple, yeah? Go get after that lance.
Yeah, he's hiding something.
Amidst Stroh's words that give me pause, but rescuing the priestess comes above all else. Ruins left alone by the Sanctus. Wonder what's in them? Suppose that's a question will answer itself when we go in, won't it? Alright then, let's get a wiggle on.
Melancholia, people's hearts. Might be some connection there. Probably not the time to ponder. It's inside.
The idea of those brothers shadowing our every move. I'm not fond of it. Nothing to be done, though. So we press on. The temple awaits. Let us be off!
It's funny, I still haven't formed a social link yet with Juna. So I literally can't even use her, or can't actually get her archetype yet, which is kind of crazy. And I'm going to a dungeon already. At least seemingly I am. But the giant tree. We'll just walk around it.
Look at the entrance. What's going on here?
It's some kind of giant tree, right? But it almost feels like it's radiating pure magla.
We shall force our way through if we must.
The woods turns aside all steel. It's no normal tree. The Melancholia's influence, maybe.
That's the best you've got, old man. Too sloppy by half. I'll show you how it's done.
Del, what's wrong?
Nothing, I'm sound. Just dizzy, that's all.
Hey, Del! Whoa! You're burning up!
Why?
Allow me.
It was wounded against the human we fought out at sea.
Your foot is badly injured. It is infected and inflamed. What possessed you to hide this?
I said I'm fine. Stop wasting time.
A wound-borne fever can turn fatal. We should turn back.
She's right, Del. We've got to get that looked at.
Basilio? Are you gonna listen to me or not?
Oh, please. You don't get to die like an idiot. From an infected foot of all things. Learn to rely on your allies. That's what a real warrior does.
Yeah, that's right, you daft bitch.
Sorry, Del. I can't afford to listen to you this time.
You damned fool.
Dead.
We need to get back to the village. Every second counts. Teleporting might be our best bet.
Right. We'll be seen, but we don't really have a choice right now. We can't get into the temple like this anyway. Let's ask around back at the village to find out if there's a way in.
Oh yeah, now Fidelio and Basilio will see our teleport ability, which is kind of like,
Basilio, carry him to the bunk inside the gauntlet runner. Also, once we get moving, don't leave the room or look outside. We're charging home full throttle, understood?
Oh, really? Oh, there we go.
What? Right, got it.
Never mind, give me the secret. Basilio's a good boy. He listens to when he's told to do something. Got her fast, right? He's dead.
Hey. Gran, how's Del doing? You can help him, right?
It was a good thing you came back immediately. One more night of this and he'd be lost. But rest easy, boy. I've treated him with both magic and material cures. A good hearty pair of his constitution should be all he needs to fight the fever.
You? Okay, that's good.
However, he'll have to stay on bed rest. Even once the fever's down, he pushes himself too far, too fast. He'll never walk on that leg again.
I'd listen to her if I were you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. And actually, there's one more thing we could use your wisdom on.
I see.
A giant tree in the temple. I didn't see when I was in the area. If it's grown that much in a short time, it might be a magla exposure. The temple's positively leaking the stuff. I believe I understand. If your aim is to destroy the tree, a concoction known as to the ancients as the Potion of Blight might be the wisest choice. Truth be told, there is no record of the ingredients needed to make it. All I know is that they're not found on this island. I've heard that something that induces thirst is needed. If you could bring me that, I'll try my hand at concocting the Potion of Blight.
Understood.
Understood. We'll track them down. If we want to get into that temple, we have to do something about that tree.
Really feel like we could have squeezed up behind it, but okay. Okay, I guess we couldn't go in there anyway. I wonder where such a rare item can be found. Battler or the informant at the Golden Deer Hearth might know more.
Hey.
Sorry, Juna. Way I see it, someone's got to stay and look after Del.
It's fine. I was thinking, like, are you guys gonna fight with us? Well, here's your excuse not to fight with us, right?
Don't be silly, Bass. Of course you should stay with him. You know he'd chase right after us otherwise.
Hate to say it, we're short on time as it is. You all might have to handle all this shite alone. Seems our debts are piling up, eh?
Yeah, you'll fucking pay us back eventually.
Listen.
You don't need to worry about it. This is about when Del would say something like, they're gonna run off with the lance, waste them all. But, May, I don't think your lot is so bad. I trust you.
Yeah.
So we'll hang about here. You sort out the lance, and well, the priestess go and all if you like. Can't exactly turn back on your sister after all you done for me own brother, now can I?
Fidelio could stand to learn a lot from you if he asked me.
Yep.
Don't worry, you can leave it to us.
So for me starting that dungeon, I just sort of feel like there was something that was gonna stop us.
A giant tree is blocking our way to the Dragon Temple. Very much looking forward to covering it in the Potion of Blight.
Don't get ahead of yourself, love. We still don't have all the ingredients. There's something about it that makes it tough to gather all of them here on the island.
Indeed. It would seem we have no choice but to track those down first. Abandoning delay. When both the priestess and the lance we seek sit inside the temple beyond our reach.
True.
We have no idea how big that temple is on the inside, nor what manner of enemies await within. It will likely be more difficult than any of our previous endeavors.
Let's focus.
Near the Dragon Temple to acquire the Divine Dragon Relic Drakidios for Louise. At the same time, I must fulfill my promise to Adeni to save the island's priestess. Mission with the Dawn has begun. You can chart the course of the Dragon Temple by visiting the Round Table and the Gauntlet Runner, which is parked on the beach of Virga. Be cautious of scorching heat and inclement weather that may occur around Virga Island. The priestess Yufa is trapped in the Dragon Temple. Rescue her and obtain Drakidios for the day you depart for the Ultiberry. Arrange for the Potion of Blight, which causes the thing to wither.
Start by asking people in the village if they know anything about the potion's ingredients.
And also, there's a bunch of quests, right? Yes, sirree. At least 2, I see.
That fool. I told her how dangerous it was. Hey, ain't you the outsiders who promised to save Lady Yufa? If only come a little earlier, my reckless fool of a sister might still be alive.
What?
Did she pass away? Do you want to talk about it?
Well, she was always a bit strange. Very interested in monsters. She left home one day and set off towards a den of them, just to satisfy her curiosity. She really was a fool. It's happened so many times the people of the island gave up on her. She'd come back unscathed every time before, but her luck was bound to run out. There's been no news for ages. Gah.
Please.
She willing to venture? I'd sleep easier if you could go to the
Spire of Blind Faith and slay the monster there. Sure.
Thank you, I'm truly in your debt. Maybe this
Where soul finds solace. The soul of the incredibly stupid girl.
So a bird like mouse called the Leogron that lures over the tower. I think that's most likely, well, killed her. Just inform of the tavern for the specific location. The Spire of Blind Faith. And while you're at it, information on the monster.
Okay. Sure thing. Hero's Jeweled Root.
How tragic. Let's kill that monster for him after we go to speak to the island informant.
Okay, what's this guy want? Or lady want?
Are you perhaps the boy who promised to save our priestess? If you're from the mainland, then by any chance have you been to the Lycion Igniter shop in Grand Trad?
Yes.
Oh, Brigitta's shop? Yeah, we're basically regulars.
Beg pardon?
Really, then could you do me a favor? You still wanted to take this Igniter to Lycion's shop and have it appraised. It's like this. Not too long ago, a trader came to our shores and sold this small for cheap. Claimed it was a broken piece of regional craftsmanship. If I'm right, it's an Igniter. A pretty valuable one, too. So I'm hoping Lycion's store can appraise it and back up my valuation.
What?
You really just hand this valuable Igniter over to the people you met like a minute ago? I have to. I know there are contacts in Grand Trad and the future of the mustari is riding on this. Of course, I can promise a reward, too.
No kidding.
It's like it'll be just an errand to the royal capital to get this appraised.
Okay.
I am so
Thanks so much. It's in your hands, then. This Igniter, I need you to get an official third certificate of appraisal from Lycion's. And bring it back here. You know where to find me. So appraisal shouldn't take long.
Seems relatively simple. Get a gleaming crystal. Alright, so he tells me it probably won't actually be that simple.
Welcome.
What's an appraisal, sir? Of course, I'll be happy to. Just allow me to take the item in question, then.
Hand over the unappraised igniter.
Why? This is... Ask where you procured this magic igniter.
None of your business. We're from Virga Island.
Well, it was belongs to those pagans. Well, this is most unexpected. What I meant to say is, igniters... I'm afraid that it simply is nothing special. On top of it, it's broken. As far as igniters go, it's utter rubbish.
Let's ask Brigitta.
Sure, field representative has more important matters to attend to. I understand though, sir. Perhaps I was hasty. Second glance, truly is a remarkable find. It's many of the same qualities one would find in a divine relic. Perhaps you're willing to sell it to us. If pagans were to make use of this, they could undoubtedly come into conflict with the Sanctus Church. I would only seek to avoid bloodshed, of course.
Give it back already.
Even if it was ours to sell, I'd never let someone who spouts such precious nonsense have it. So like that back now. Won't the report of the appraisal?
Splendid. Understood.
As you wish. So be it. Here's your appraisal report. You'll be waived this time.
Okay then.
Let's get appraised. Make our way back.
Okay.
Well, you haven't got my igniter appraised, have you? Of course not. How would you do it so quickly?
All done. Return our bargain igniter.
According to them, it's old, but high functioning. Sounds like a valuable find. Kind of impressive you knew that from a glance, actually. Thank goodness, my evaluation was correct. That means my dream's in reach. The truth is, I need a professional's opinion so I could test my own judgment. I'm planning to open an igniter shop here on the island. You want to sell igniters here? Aren't they, Sanctus creations, yes. I know there are many islanders who don't care for them. But it was your arrival here that got me thinking. Someday this island will surely open up to the outside world. When that time comes, I want igniters to help me be a bridge between our lands and the rest of the country. Prejudice against our people won't disappear overnight. But I think it comes from people's fear of the unknown. That's where I want to help. If the Mustari seem like unknowns, I could try making us known. Show everyone that both Mustari and igniters aren't objectively evil. You've proven there are people who can see past tribes. People who want to help. Truly, you are my hope.
You could change the world.
Thank you. It's quite a boost to hear that from you. Right, we'll scare your word. Here, take it.
Okay, that was a pretty simple one. I got a gleaming crystal. And I got smarter.
Farewell.
Good luck at the tournament. Do your best. You too. If you find some islanders who'll be glad to be part of your dream.
Gleaming crystal. All stats +4. Nice.
Hey, do you happen to know where we might get ingredients for a potion of blight? We need to save the princess.
Ah, yes, that predicament. I might have looked into it myself, but apologize, I wasn't able to find any useful information here on this island. Everything maybe have better luck finding what you need in the royal capital. Should be an informant there. She'll be glad to do business with you. Okay. Oh, hey, secret of the Yugi stall. You got the answer to the stall in Brylehaven. Ingredients of Virga Island. What's this thing? Probably when there's a Yugi front shop. You'll know about the cauldrons. This is before, but I lived outside the island way back then, so I know some things. So on Seabreeze Street, but the shop's an old miser. Looks he sells medicinal herbs. Truly sitting away some interesting stuff for sale, harvested from the remains of monsters. Just little experiments and all things cooking. Then if he knew he was selling those dodgy items, they'd have him strung up. So he's extra cautious who he sells to. Not much chance to get him to show you what he's got for sale. But maybe having a mutual friend would change that. Okay. Virga ingredients. Well, some ingredients for Virga. The butcher used to have a good variety of fish, but see how the weather's all strange? Also has go these days. So right now there's only monster bone and white peach turnip. Why vegetables, you ask? Islands has these these in exchange for buying goods, because we islanders don't really use money amongst each other. Used to sell limp goldfish too, but I'm not so sure about it now. If you need it though, there's definitely some at the village nearby. Why'd you visit the water shop? They got Queen's hot honey jar. Here's delicious. Okay, over at the market they sell plant seeds. Okay. The monsters of Dragon Temple. You have to say the priestess to give you information. You'll find all manner of monsters there. All dangerous, but beware of the moving stone statues and the specters. Swords and spears don't work against either of them. Specters reflect bows and the like as well, apparently. It's just a huge tree-like monsters. They're called lentus. What's tricky is that there are different types of lentus. The green one's weak to fire, but for the others, the fire won't work at all. Last I hear, the green ones can use wind magic, so hold on to your ground. Okie dokie. And then the Phantom of the Avian Spire. The place knows the Spire of the Blonde Face. Fittingly is that far, but due to the way the currents flow, one must approach it by circling around from the north. Oh. Well, that's how I even learned how to get over there. I see. Whoa.
But wait.
Spire of Blonde Faith. It's like the very edge of the ocean.
Oh, that's oh, whoa, shit. So it actually it's gonna take a while to get there.
This place.
Holy dumb shit.
And right there's a
So, one,
and there's a campground.
two,
There's a campground.
yeah, it's gonna take 3 days to get there.
Nice little village.
There's a little village on the way though, which should probably also satisfy another thing. Oh, and I didn't stop by a stop here. It must be on this side here that I see it. I realized when I thought I was gonna see when I was going over here.
What's this? A monster draws from the tower. Supposedly resembles a large bird with vivid plumage. Closer you get, the more violent it becomes. Best attack from as far from possible from the rear.
Okay, so you stay in the back row.
Just between.
Follow with 5 pierce attacks. Recommend having those in your arsenal.
Alrighty. Village trading Virga Island. That I just learned about.
Small to the northwest of here. Sell bath salts. And also limp goldfish.
Sell something called Hero Jewel Root.
It's a mysterious 4-leaf fruit. Some magnet, so I couldn't say. We go to the sightseeing time, go out the giant, see the giant hole at the sea bottom with the stores.
Okay. All right. Now let's go back to Grand Trad. Oh, that's cool. He actually has, he had information on the mausoleum stuff, and if I try to buy it, she's like, you don't really need this anymore. You won't buy it anyway? Sure. Nah, I don't need it. Give me this one, though.
A bit of this potion of blight. Some secret concoction from the Virga Island, as I recall. I think it's made with an ingredient known as the parch water. This is the general stores in Sunshade Row. Covers concoctions is called. I think I recently got some in stock.
Aha!
It's all kinds of things I hear. We'd love to see the actual goods if you could.
Yeah. So where'd you hear that, huh? Do it with funny frosters. Go play pretend somewhere else.
It's like something more up Alonso's alley than ours.
Huh? Was that?
Say Alonso. I'll be. Once I say you know his real name. Been Alonso a good while. That silver tongue of his saved me from the gallows once upon a time. After that, I made it a point not to deal with people who weren't in the know, but this was like a trusted acquaintance of his. I'll be frank with you. What I actually deal with in this shop is a special relic you get from monsters called White Mass. Oh! I think it also sells unusual ingredients on Idol's Day, which in case you were wondering, also comes from monsters. So you can imagine my stock is limited, so I restrict customers to one of each item per day. Keep that in mind.
Oh, okay. Whoa, these are expensive. Also, you guys pointed this out, and I noticed it too. I just didn't say anything, but yes, these are all based off of the Arcana from Persona, or well, just, tarot in general. Very expensive. Okay, good. We got that unlocked. And get over here now. Stuff got moved out of the way. All right, cool. Just randomly, I could walk back there now. All right, give me the parched water, damn it.
Finger of the potion of blight. It's back to the island and bring us to Denny.
Okie dokie.
Hello there.
Returned with zeal renewed, it seems.
I'd say so. We brought the ingredients you asked for. Now can you work on this blight potion, can't you?
And under the flask of parched water to Denny.
I see.
Ah, so this is what brings about the thirst I'd read about. Surprised you were able to procure treasure such as this off the island in such a short time. Quite fleet of foot, these gauntlet runners' contraptions. I see you have much yet to learn about them.
Leave it to me.
I'll get to brewing. Won't be waiting long. Take a moment to rest yourselves. Thank you for your patience. The potion is complete. This potion of blight our village has passed down through generations. I'm sure it will serve you well.
Mission accomplished.
All done.
Thank you.
It's a big help, thank you. This potion, I think we can get past that huge tree. Now we should be able to get inside the temple. Let's hurry and rescue the princess.
The altar where Dracodios is dedicated should be at the far end of the temple. Consider the situation. I don't even Euphas made it that far. You must ensure you are ready to face the trials before you. Perhaps the bounty requests found in the mainland cities could be just the thing. I also looked into the recruitment center before I left port and recall noting that the available requests had multiplied. You should see for yourself.
I'm counting on you.
Though it grieves me to ask so much of you, I beg nevertheless, please save my sister.
I guess they don't have a recruitment center here, which would make sense.
That reminds me.
Hey, do you know helping out the villagers or something? Maybe check in with her when you get a chance.
And she's right there. Yes, okay. This is the finally starting her social link. Interesting. You doesn't actually start it's not an obligatory one. You start at the beginning. Funny enough. Oh, we also got another quest over here.
Pardon me.
You there? You're the asshouse who said going to save the priestess, aren't you? Timing could be better. Can I ask you to find something for me? I need some stones for my grandchild's first fishing trip. Stones? What's that gonna do for fishing? The gold polar stones. Put it in a specially crafted doll's hands, and they always point in fixed direction. Doll's vital for navigation at sea. But the stones wicked with time, and so I'd like someone to bring me some new stones from the Dragon Temple.
Oh, yeah?
Must we find these stones? Well, that's a ways off. Must we work for the fishing industry? Well, the truth is, we typically store our spare stones in our household. So that this time I offered all of them up to the temple. Legend has it the Dragon God loves the stones, after all. And knowing how trouble it's been lately, I gotta do something. But I arrived at the temple, found the temple full of monsters. Turned back quickly, of course, and the stones scattered. Can't tell you on the island I lost the stones, especially not my family, so you're my only hope, please.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Fuck you, lady.
Not finished yet?
True to my word, we're bravery of the young. Until I lost 3 polar stones. I only need a single one to build it all. It'd be enormous relief to have the others if you can find them. Glad to give you an additional reward for each. But as soon as the time my grandchild goes out, be no points. I'll need them by August 30th. I should mention that the stones shouldn't be that far in. After all, I didn't get far before I decided to run.
Okay.
Why don't we search the ground relatively close to the entrance?
Give it a shot.
Sounds good. We got Siocropus, ruffian ringleader. Needs to slay Siocropus in Scoundrel's Hole, southeast of Grand Trad. The informant of the Hushed Honeybee Inn in Grand Trad should have more details. Squad dragons to exterminate the one-eyed monster Siocropus. This cave near Grand Trad used to be used by bandits. And Goborns chased them out in his Goborn nest now. Oh good, more Goborns. So the Goborns are imitating the bandits and attacking merchants and travelers. Can't have that, can we? Top of that, the Goborns seem to be following the orders of this one-eyed beast. Take it out before they cause him more damage. It's your help. To be told, we've already had a number of bounty hunters come back running tail between their legs. Goborns on a cave called the Scoundrel's Hole near Grand Trad. Village Ligno's on the way. Supposed to have some nice stuff there. I say it for going if I were you. Okay, so a little spot over there. Scoundrel's Hole's the den of all sorts of riffraff. It's the home of the bandits, but this is claimed by the whole of Goborns. Destroy the bandits, prey on travelers. The clever little bastards. The gym was originally built by the bandits, so pursuing the Goborns within may prove to be tricky. Which the Goborns will have to deal with. There's a one-eyed Siocropus said to be charged a lot. I know Goborn Ho should be suicide missions. That's probably why the bounty's on the Siocropus. Some of the Goborn cronies are capable of using magic. They won't hesitate if it means stopping you. Promise you have to eliminate them first. Siocropus will have a meltdown, and good luck if that happens. Oh, okay. So leave him alive, focus on disabling the magic while taking on the Siocropus. Spears and bows are effective here. Gotcha. All right. I think it's best that we do this before doing any of the dungeon, because I want to be able to unlock Juna's freaking social link and her archetype.
You're looking for a bit pensive, love. Make sure you take a break when you need it. We're going to fall in when you can at least afford to. It's a bit of a favor to ask of you. Also, I've been helping people though, so you hear me out, won't you? How about helping anyone that I think is right up our alley?
Thanks.
Heck yeah, see a perfect little spot over there with a view.
You know, some of the islanders were so enamored by my songs, they opened up to me a bit. They were still rather sheepish, but I simply can't leave them hanging, can I now? Apparently they've been plagued by monsters raiding the tombs just off the coast. I dare say that sounds right up our alley, doesn't it? If you'll help, I'll even make it interesting. I'll let you in on the secrets of a songstress.
Ooh, goody. What kind of secrets?
What?
Oh, the key to capturing hearts. Some tips and tricks for carrying yourself with dignity. Rather useful to a kingly candidate, no? Well then, our monsters are to be found on an island the locals call the Orb-wise Path. Their legends say that if you offer your dead to the snakes there, their souls ascend to become guardian deities. Problem being, the monsters are eating the snakes, which has left the bereaved unable to complete the ritual. The sadness in their eyes was just too much to bear. You know? I couldn't help but come to you about it. Oh, and evidently, there's some sort of offering there that's yours for the taking, if you'd like it. Well, have I piqued your interest? Do these people a favor, and I'm sure they'd rally behind you.
Nah, fuck it, leave him to die. This region does seem concerning. The secrets of the songstress and potential treasure have me curious, too. Maybe it's worth checking out.
So, you're in, I take it? Brilliant. I'll inform the others.
I'm sure we'll be able to handle it.
Music to my ears. I'll tell you what. I'll throw in a little something extra for you. On top of my secrets, of course.
I'll also sex you up real good.
This one's important.
Have slain the monsters desecrating the Orb-wise Path. The informant of Golden Deer Hearth on Virga Island should have more details. Wait, is this actually her social link?
place, if you're interested.
Ah, okay, it is along the same path. Save the morning snakes. Save them all.
All right. Oh, and do bring me along when you go, won't you? We can tackle it whenever you're ready.
Oh, do I have to do that to even start her social link or some shit? Fuck, maybe so. Funny, that actually didn't take up any time though. All right, well, never mind. Fucking never mind then. Well, all right, guys, I think this is probably a good spot to end things here for now. I think we'll likely then just be going straight to the Dragon Keep. We'll just save, I don't know. I assume that I have to complete the quest then to start Juna's social link, I assume. So she was the one that like brought up and asked me about it too. And it was also fully voiced. That's probably what it is. But fuck it, we'll just wait and we'll just go straight to the Dragon Keep. I don't think I necessarily need to get, you know, the magic dancer or the mask dancer for everyone else, like right off the bat, unless I don't know, feel like I really fucking need it. Everyone else has kind of already got shit they're already like focusing on, so. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoy this episode. Give it a please if you like and a favorite, and subscribe if you're not already become a picky penguin aboard the SLP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. And as always, guys, till next time, stay classy.